Next week is Ohio Severe Weather Awareness Week, but meteorologists are tracking the potential for severe weather across both Ohio and West Virginia this week. Sandy Mackey, the public affairs chief for the Ohio Emergency Management Agency, said when thunder roars, go indoors. Mackey said that severe weather conditions can change rapidly. In the event of a tornado or severe thunderstorm, Mackey said the best place to take shelter is in an interior room on the lowest floor, away from windows and outside walls. Mackey also talked about the difference between a weather watch and a warning.
You know, a watch means be prepared, be ready to watch the skies and see if anything's going to form that day. And a warning, if you get that warning, that's your call to action. That means find a place to seek safe shelter. Hopefully you've established something in advance of the storm, so you know where you're going to go and your family knows where to go to be safe.
Mackey added you can find more severe weather safety tips on their website, ema.ohio.gov.